Hey Moms on the Go! Today we're going to do a review on a recipe that I found on foodlion.com's website. So our review is going to be over sweet potatoes stuffed with black beans and spinach. So I went ahead and I found some items that I already had around the house, trying to think of something that I can add to our dinner tonight. So I thought, that would be a great recipe to try. So we're going to try that, and then we're going to put a review out there for them to let them know how everything came out. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm already warming up the pot on the stove for part of the recipe. So what you see on the table here is our black beans. Okay, we got just a can of those at H-E-B, and I already washed them out. There they go. I washed them and I drained them. So try to get all the sodium out because we're really conscious on sodium content here in our house. And then we're going to have garlic, we're going to have spinach, and then our seasonings, cayenne pepper, cumin, water, and then our trusty Louisiana seasoning. And those are the ones we're going to have. So right now we're going to start with the beginning of the recipe. I've already put the sweet potatoes in the air fryer. You know I love my air fryer. So I already put the sweet potatoes in the air fryer, and they've already gone off. So they are prepared already. So what we're going to do is prepare the stuffing for the sweet potato. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the stove and start preparing it. Okay, so our recipe calls for oil heated in the skillet, and so I put a little bit of oil already, as you can see in there, and it's already heated a little bit. I had that on a little bit earlier. And so then I'm going to take, it says 1 clove of garlic. And of course I use my trusty refrigerated minced garlic. It's something fast. So I put that, and that probably should be enough. And my recipe just calls to heat that up just a little bit. Over medium heat. So the fire is this stove is on a medium heat. So heat that up, and then the next thing I'm gonna do, after that's heated pretty good, I'm gonna spray just a little bit of oil. So then it says to put our beans. Okay, mix our beans in. Okay, so we mix that in. Okay, and then it calls for a half a teaspoon of ground cumin. So that's a ground cumin. I already measured it out here. So we're going to pour that, and that's a half a teaspoon. And I just got this ground cumin at Kroger, just a Kroger brand. And then it says just a little bit of cayenne pepper. So it just says a pinch. I have my H-E-B cayenne pepper, so I'm just going to do a little sprinkle because that's probably a pinch. And then we have our 2 tablespoons of water in here. I already measured it out, so that was 2 tablespoons of water. And then it says mix it up, so we're just going to take that and we're going to mix that up. Okay. Let that simmer for just a little bit. And it says make sure that you heat it, stirring occasionally until it's heated through. So we're gonna go ahead and let that heat through. I see a little bit of steam here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let that heat through and I'll be right back. Okay, let's check this and stir it a little bit. Then our recipe calls for the spinach. So it just says a bunch of spinach. So there's my bunch. I'm gonna just put the spinach in there. Okay. And then it calls for a pinch of salt. Now I don't like to use salt in my recipe, so I'm gonna use the Louisiana spicy Cajun seasoning, salt-free seasoning, as my salt. So sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Okay. And then I'm going to stir it up until it gets a little bit wilted. More water because it seems a little bit dry. So maybe just about 2 teaspoons more water. So just modified that a little bit just because I drained my can of beans because I don't like all the salt and I washed them. So just put a little bit of water. And you see the spinach is cooked down. Okay, just let that cook just a minute or two. Okay, it says roughly after 1 or 2 minutes, remove it from the heat. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay. Okay, now the rest of the recipe calls for the sweet potato. So you see here I have the sweet potato. And we're going to cut it in half here. See, it's really hot in there. Okay. You just get a little bit of the meat in there. Okay, it says sprinkle with a little bit of, I'm just going to do my salt like this because I don't want to use really, and then some pepper. And then it also says squeeze a little bit of lime, but I only have lemon, so I don't have any lime, and I'm just going to use what I have. So it says to squeeze that. So there's my lemon. Then it says to sprinkle a little bit of the mixture into the potato. Okay, so I put that mixture in the potato with the spinach. And then you have a little bit of scallions, and I usually pre-cut some scallions up just to kind of garnish it there. My scallions. And then if you have any Greek non-fat yogurt instead of the sour cream, that's healthier. So I'm going to take some of the sour cream and And there you have it. This looks wonderful. So this is Food Lion recipe, foodlion.com, and it's for a sweet potato stuffed with black beans and spinach. It looks wonderful. We'll let you know how it